I'm a drinker. I drink a lot. Some would say I drink too much. That's okay with me. I get why people think I have a problem. They see me as a young man that is pushing it a little too hard, that takes too much time to focus on the drink. Am I too young to be drinking as much as I do? I say no. The facts are, children that drink more tend to be more alert and better achievers than those who don't. Without water, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Ever since I started drinking every day, things have gotten better. I lost weight, I was more alert, and I started feeling better and less tired throughout the day. It's been about 1.5 years since I picked up my gallon-a-day habit. And since then, I've been happier with my life. The impact it's had on me is better than it has been before. I would have done it a long time ago had I known the benefits. By the end of my presentation, I want to not only persuade but convince every single one of you watching me that you should become a drinker for your health. Throughout my speech, I will talk about the main benefits to drinking water. More specifically, I'll talk about weight loss, I'll talk about alertness, and I'll talk about overall health that is positively impacted by water. Now, the first thing I'd like to bring up is weight loss. For me, water did 3 things. The first thing it did was it increased my satiety in my stomach. The second thing, it helped me with lipolysis. And the third thing, it helped me with my roughage. Now, I'll get to that in a moment, but let's first talk about my weight loss as in lipolysis. Lipolysis is the breakdown of fat using water. Now, using water is kind of a weird term, so let me explain this to you on a molecular level. So the very basicness of fat, we have the molecule itself, and we also have water. Without water, we can't actually break down the fat. So without fat breakdown, you can't lose weight. So with that water there, your body can actually break down fat and use it to help you throughout the day. Now, that's the first way water is going to help you lose weight. The second way is going to increase your satiety. Now, satiety is a big word. Let me explain that for you. Satiety is a feeling of fullness. That's when your stomach expands and sends signals to your brain that you should stop eating. Now, for most of us, that's not much of a problem. Now, with satiety, water will go in, take up room in your stomach, fill it, and then send those messages to your brain without you eating as much as you had been before. Water takes up room. So the simple science is without the room in your stomach for the food to be in there, water will make you fuller faster. Therefore, you're going to lose weight. The third thing is roughage. Now, roughage is a little bit of a euphemism to really describe something else, the thing that comes out of you once you're done eating food. Now, with water, it lubes everything up in the inside and sends it right up the you know what. So, without getting too graphic, water will make it a slippery slope for everything that needs to come out. So therefore, you're losing weight. The second topic I would like to talk about with water is alertness. Now, I'd like to talk about brain function. First off, with brain function, your brain cells work along neural lines, and these neural lines act as little snaps that snap onto each other and continue the message down the line. Now, those snaps, those little synaptic nerve endings, need to communicate with each other, and with that communication, they use water to send electricity to one cell to another, and without that water, things just don't work as well. Messages take longer times to get to where they're going. Think of a postman with 2 flat tires. He can't get to where he needs to go as fast as he can with the 4 tires that his car could have. So that's the first way water is going to help you be more alert. The second thing, hydration helps with your decision making. With decision making, you are quicker, you are faster, and you are more on your toes, and therefore you make better decisions. So your alertness will peak. And then the third thing, I would like to compare hydrated athletes versus ones that are dehydrated. Now, the first thing with athletes, I'd like to talk about baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport, so we'll talk about baseball. Baseball, a professional athlete can see a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that has .03, that is 0.03 of a second, to react to that pitch, whether to swing or not to. And in that, just like the alertness I mentioned earlier, your brain has to make that snap decision. And to make that snap decision, it needs all the hydration it can get. So imagine a hydrated player going to take a swing, and then he can't see the pitch. He's just not ready. He is not alert enough to see it. He's dehydrated. But an athlete who is hydrated will see that pitch and not only swing at it, but hopefully hits it. The third thing water is going to do is increase your overall health. Now, the very simple one that most millennials have heard about hydration is that's going to clear your zits. And it's true, it does. And the way it does that is by boosting your immune system. Your immune system is funded by white blood cells. White blood cells fight the infections, fight the intruders, and then they kill everything inside you that is bad. And with water, those cells can grow, they can expand, and fight bigger viruses, bigger bacteria, and include fighting the zits on your face. Now, it also, more importantly, boosts your immune system everywhere else in your body. Therefore, you're going to be sick less often, and you're going to feel better more of the time. And the last thing, that overall health, before I get to my conclusion, that I would like to mention about water is that water is going to cure your headaches. Now, headaches most likely are caused by dehydration. Think of your brain vessels as tubes. The more they constrict, the harder your brain has to push that blood through those veins. To get through those veins, it's going to hurt more. So if you have a headache, try water first, because water is going to get in there, expand, and dilate is the word I'm looking for, dilate the vessels in your head and make you more relaxed. And it's going to take the pressure off your brain and decrease the pressure total in your brain cavity. Therefore, it will reduce your headaches. Now, these are some of the more precise reasons why you should be a drinker. And I want to call back on these major points. The first thing I talked about was you losing weight, lipolysis, the breakdown of fat, and the way you're going to lose weight when drinking water. The second thing I mentioned was alertness. Alertness as in you're going to be able to make decisions faster and you're going to think better on your toes. The third thing, your overall health. Let's talk about your immune system. The better your system is fighting, the healthier you're going to be. So let's talk about being drinkers. I like being a drinker. I like the way it feels. I like the rush I get when I wake up and just drink a nice big glass of water. Now, water is going to help me throughout the day. It's going to make me more alert in the morning, and it's going to make me happier with my life. So, bad puns aside about being a drinker, drinking has helped me. And I came from rock bottom to the rock top drinking water. I lost weight, I was more alert, and I'm more happy with everything in my life. So I encourage you to now fill a glass, raise it, and drink it. For this presentation was for you to drink water and drink it for your health. Thank you.